Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your June 2017 general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers who may be with us for the first time. Thank you for all your likes and shares and subscribes, your comments, your feedback, and all your support. Thank you so very much. And thank you to my regular clients as well, especially lately, for how consistent you've been with the feedback on how our personal readings continue to play out in your lives. I love hearing about that. Please don't stop. And just a general thank you to those of you who keep me so busy with personal one-on-one readings. Always a pleasure, always an honor, and I'm grateful for the trust you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. And if any of you are interested in a personal reading with me, and you haven't read with me before, you can click on the About or Description button on my YouTube channel's homepage. That'll give you a little more information in detail. You can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. That's MAGGIE, McGuire, MCGUIRE @gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I do readings full-time 6 days a week, so I'm usually able to get back with you pretty quickly. And current turnaround time for personal readings is anywhere from a few days upwards of 2 weeks, but almost always within 2 weeks we can schedule a reading for you live or recorded. And I do a variety of readings: love and romance, of course, compatibility charting, year overviews, career, work, and finance, channeled messages, and gift readings as well. So if you're interested, send me an email. We'll go from there. Make sure to check your rising and your moon sign videos as well for additional clarification, or they may resonate a little more predictably for you. These are general readings, and there's many of you watching, so of course they're not going to mean the same thing, play out the same, or resonate in the same degree or intensity for everyone. So try to watch your sun, rising, and moon if you know them and if you can. So moving right along, this reading is for Taurus for the month of June 2017. The lovely grounded earth sign of Taurus, Taurus the bull, for June 2017. What does this beautiful month of June 2017 have in store for our bulls, the earth sign of Taurus, Taurus, June 2017? Okay, Taurus, we begin, excuse me, with the Seven of Pentacles, followed by the Ace of Swords. We have the Three of Cups, followed by the Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot, followed by the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles, followed by the Eight of Pentacles. And from the bottom of the deck, as overall energy and guidance, we have the Ten of Wands. It's interesting, Taurus. Aquarius had, which was the last reading I did, had a similar kind of energy. There's kind of a teamwork offer, friendship energy to your reading as well, and there was for theirs as well too. I did shuffle quite well and did one personal reading in between, so it's interesting that you're sharing some of the same threads. Okay, let's begin. So we find ourselves at the beginning of June 2017, although I am recording these in the last few days of May, with the Seven of Pentacles, followed by the Ace of Swords. So Pentacles is earth energy, your element. That's the element which governs Pentacles, and it usually manifests itself in earthly ways in that concrete day-to-day world we live in. Often things like money, finance, property, resources, assets, etc. Things we can see and touch and feel, or the tangible results of efforts we put into things. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of reflection and assessment. It's about taking a look back at something that you have built or are in the process of building or investing in. And by investing, that could mean your money, your resources, your time, your energy, your heart. The specifics of what this is, of course, are going to vary because there's so many of you watching, although the energy fundamentally remains the same for those of you for whom it resonates. So the Seven of Pentacles is reflection and assessment, looking at what you've put into something and considering what you've gotten out of it. Did you get back out of it as much as you put in? Did you get back more? Is it worth harvesting and continuing to remain in it, continuing the same crop? Should you harvest it and move on, or should you just move on and do something different? But I feel like for some of you, Okay, well, let's do the accompanying card, which is the Ace of Swords. So here's air energy. That's the element which governs swords. And it's energy up here. It's mental, cerebral, intellectual energy. It's about our belief systems and perspectives, how we think, our words and ideas, and how we communicate them. Swords is also about truth, illumination, clarity, higher education and learning as well. Aces represent the number one. They represent the start of something, the beginning of something which holds a lot of potential. Whether it succeeds or fails or not depends in large part on how it's taken care of. Otherwise, aces can fizzle out. This could just fizzle out as a great new idea, which if it isn't acted on and carried through with, it just won't really go anywhere. I like to liken aces to seeds. They contain an entire world in those little tiny seeds, but they have to be planted at the right time in the right kind of ground and watered and fed and nurtured and taken care of. The hope being that it will grow and blossom and fruit and end up nourishing and sustaining us down the road. So this is the Ace of Swords. So this is thoughts, words, ideas, illumination, clarity, truth. This could be your epiphany moment, the light bulb going off over your head, a great, fantastic new idea, seeing something in perfect clarity. The Ace of Swords comes in and cuts through all extraneous fantasy and illusion and exposes the reality of something for what it is. It can be, truth and justice as well, but here it's a brand new idea. It's a new perspective, a new way of looking at something. Now the story is going to split because there's so many of you watching. For some of you, depending on the group of Taurus that you are watching this, for some of you, you're already in the process of building something, creating something, manifesting something. And this could be really any sector of your life. We have a fairly even split of elemental energy. So this could be in work, job, career. It could be in creative, artistic projects or community projects. It could be in relationships as well. But the energy remains the same. Some of you are already in the process. You've already invested quite a bit and done pretty well for yourself, and you're getting a new idea on how to continue to grow that, which I'm getting both at the beginning of the month and the ending of the month as well. So new ideas coming in. For some of you, you're not in the middle of building something. You don't have that kind of created thing in front of you, but you're getting an idea of something that you can begin to build and manifest and grow. Now, next to that, we have, and you're not going to be alone either, Taurus, because next to that, we have the Three of Cups, followed by the Ten of Pentacles. This is a great energy. I love this energy. The Cups. Cups is water energy. That's the element which governs the suit of cups. And in the tarot, this is the emotional area of our life. This is the emotional landscape, our feelings, and it's also the area of our life that deals with relationships, all different kinds of relationships, our feelings and how we relate to people based on those. The Three of Cups is a card of, there's a social connection to this card, a strong social connection. It's about friendships too, but not just any friendships. This is close, connected friendship. This is like kindred spirit people that you really connect with, that you can just be yourself. They can be themselves with you. A really good support system, like your close social network. I often, when I see the Three of Cups, think of that series Sex and the City, Carrie and all her three girlfriends, kind of that kind of very connected, sticking together over the years kind of energy. Not necessarily it's feminine energy, although it often can represent that feminine female sisterhood kind of friendship. It can also represent males as well. Close connected people, or spending time. It can also represent spending time in the company of people that you feel really good with, you feel really authentic with, and just having a good time socializing as well. Now, the Three of Cups is paired with the Ten of Pentacles, some more earth energy here. Tens represent the end of a cycle, the achievement, something coming full circle. This is a lot of abundance and prosperity. It can be in a financial, material, physical sense. It can represent home and family too, family money, family business, family estate. But this is something that has roots, something that has continuity, something that is long lasting. I mean, if this were to represent a business or a job, this would be something that not only would be good just in the dollars and cents category, but it's something that would be long lasting and that you could, something that would last for quite some time. So for some of you, so this energy of the Three of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, you're not alone in this. There may be a group of you getting together, like-minded people, friends, or even family getting together to start something new. You could be starting your own business, an entrepreneurial project of some kind. You could be starting a family business. It could be friends. It could be family as well. Family home, family business, family estate. It's about growing. It's about either getting a brand new idea to start something new, which you hope will grow and grow and grow and end up giving back to you in stability and security and prosperity. And it could be that you're already in the middle of something and you're coming up and brainstorming with new ideas on how to continue to grow it and actually take it from that Seven of Pentacles all the way to its full manifestation and achievement in that Ten of Pentacles, something that's really going to be long lasting, and that at some point you won't have to work so hard on because you'll already have built up that foundation. So great teamwork energy and kind of putting it all together with people. Now, next to that, we have another great combination of cards. We have the Chariot, followed by the Knight of Cups. So the Chariot is a card of success, particularly in the material world in an external way. This is about success of something, the successful propelling forward of something because of how focused and intentional you are. It's about taking the reins into your own hands, being assertive, making up your mind, having your vision very clear, setting up the steps to that, pulling together all the resources you need, harnessing everything together like this woman is doing, and making it work together in unison and harmony, getting everybody on the same page with their ideas and skills and resources, and propelling this thing forward, not letting anything else get in your way, and that's how you achieve success. Now, it's accompanied by the Knight of Cups. So knights are the bringers, the defenders of the tarot. Usually they represent offers or opportunities, either being brought to you or you extending to somebody else. They can also represent the speed at which a situation moves. It can represent a water sign individual as well, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. If you were to be courted in a relationship reading by the Knight of Cups, this would be somebody very romantic, somebody who's in love with love itself. The only cautionary advice to the Knight of Cups as a person and just as a manifested energy is that sometimes the Knight of Cups can get caught up in the heat of the moment and promising this, but he doesn't always have the follow through to be able to see it through from beginning to end. So make sure if this is an offer you're extending, it's not just in the heat of the moment, that you really can follow through, or if it's somebody else extending it to them, that you just kind of take a second look at it. So paired with the Chariot, it's Cups is also creative energy as well. So I feel like it feels like there's no lack of people who want to come on board, or people who are, I mean, this is an offer opportunity. It could be an offer of love, an offer of emotional support in helping move this thing together. And it could be coming into you from friends, family, or maybe one person specifically. And it could be you extending that to them. Although you're not a water sign, it could still be that as well. I do feel kind of like with Aquarius that this is primarily in the sector of your life that deals with either job or career or some kind of creative artistic endeavor or project, maybe a community building thing as well. But you can apply the same energy to, personal relationships, spirituality. There is an emotional element, but it's more friendship oriented. I'm not personally intuiting very much in the sense of like romantic relationships, but it can resonate for that. If it does, it does. It depends on, what Taurus you are watching this. But definitely not alone in this. And there's definitely plenty of offers of support in helping kind of get this thing started and putting together what you need for it, particularly in maintaining the momentum. Be a little realistic too. Not everybody who's offering the support is going to remain with this thing from beginning to end. So just understand that, eyes open kind of thing. And if you're promising to kind of help power something through from beginning to end, make sure that you really think about it and really intend it, that you don't get caught up in the excitement and the heat of the moment and then back out because you can't do the follow through. You don't have time or the resources or whatever. Just be vigilant about that and be realistic and practical about it, Taurus, which you tend to be anyway, being that lovely grounded earth sign that you are. Now, at or towards the end of June 2017, we have the energy of the Four of Pentacles, followed by the Eight of Pentacles. Lots of earth energy here: work, career, finances, resources, assets. The Four of Pentacles is a card of it's a card that can represent stability, as fours is you think of four pillars. It's a solid, stable foundation upon which to build something. It can also represent stagnation, but I'm not getting that here. This is a card about holding on to the foundations of what you've built and figuring out how to perhaps maybe build on top of that, increase what you're already building. You're at the Four here, so you're building up something, or you're wanting to hold on to what you've built on before. Sometimes this can represent holding on a little too tightly, or in an emotional relationship sense, it can represent sometimes being a little too closed off, too guarded, too protective. And financially, it can represent being a bit on the miserly side, or it can represent as advice needing to be careful with how you spend, your resources in this as well. So be careful about that. But it's basically about holding on to what you have, to the foundations of what you have, and building upon those. And putting in the work to build upon those, because it's accompanied by the Eight of Pentacles. So we're wanting to transition here too. We have the foundations already at the end of the month. It's kind of like, it feels like maybe you've put some things into place for this new project, or an opening up of an already partially created something that you've been investing in. The Four of Pentacles, holding on to the foundations. The Eight of Pentacles, this is what it takes to actually build on this. This is what it's going to take in order to bring it to that Ten of Pentacles energy. The Eight of Pentacles is about work. Slow, steady, persevering work. You have a goal, a vision, something you're working for. This can represent working hard, getting up early, staying up late, and being successful at it. We're at the 8 here. So it's about building on top of the foundations you already have, and working very hard, being very detail oriented too. It can represent repetitive work, but it's about what it's going to take to build this is actual work, the people that are involved, and make sure that before you accept any offers or promises, or make an offer or promise yourself, understand it looks like it's definitely got a lot of potential, and it's definitely going to be worth it at the end of the road. But this is something which is going to take work. Slow, steady, persevering work. Even when you get worn out or tired, it's about putting in the work, because you're building up on the foundations of something that you already have. And I feel like, again, there's a lot of help and support, people kind of wanting to be part of this, wanting to help. Just be realistic that not everybody's going to kind of stick through it from beginning to end. And make sure that you don't get caught up in promising something that you can't deliver as well, Taurus. Although that's doesn't tend to typically be your style. So your overall energy and guidance is interesting too. We have the Ten of Wands here. So Wands, did we have Wands yet? No. So Wands is fire energy. That's the suit's element. It's a fiery, dynamic, very fluid, action-oriented, forward-moving energy. Wands can often manifest in creative and artistic manifesting things too, because it is about creating and building and manifesting change, movement, action, power. Tens represent the end of a cycle, the coming full circle, full achievement of something. You have two tens, the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. This definitely has the potential to, if you're willing to invest the work and the support and whatever, your time, your money, your resources, your energy, your skills, and everybody on board, you can definitely take it to a place where you eventually won't have to work so hard, because you've worked so hard to build up that foundation. The Ten of Wands represents, a burden coming to an end, perhaps a cross you've had to bear, something that maybe you've been dealing with or struggling under. I think for a lot of you, what I'm really getting off of this is that what's coming to an end for a lot of you is feeling like you're alone, because it feels like maybe you've been trying to build something on your own, or you've been, struggling with something, or feeling like you've been stuck in something. You've reached a certain point, you just can't seem to couldn't seem to push it any further, or make it grow, or make it any more successful than where it was. And all of a sudden, you've got new ideas and people coming in to kind of take it to the next level. And what's really ending is being on your own, kind of walking this path by yourself, which is a beautiful, lovely energy, because just like with Aquarius, I'm getting just this people around you, people wanting to be part of it, to help, to support, to contribute. So it's just a lovely, powerful, inspiring kind of energy. So Taurus, that pretty much wraps up your June 2017 reading. I hope you have enjoyed it, that it's brought you some insight, clarity, guidance of some kind, because that's why we do these readings. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, click on that About or Description button. Please feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the mid-months, and before then, I am going to continue with those short little love snapshots due to the overwhelmingly positive feedback, and you can look for those within the next few days or so. I'll be getting those out. So Taurus, take care. Thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget, I always wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.